Welcome to my third update of building my Nintendo room. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting, bringing you an update of everything that I've done over the past few days in terms of my collection and building this Nintendo space. I can tell you it's almost ready to have everything moved in. All the furniture is now in this space. Nothing else in terms of furniture really needs to be moved in. A few things should be swapped out eventually, but I'm building up to a new room tour video sometime in June. There are so many little mini projects that I still need to do. I'd just like to mention 5 things that I've updated in this space, which are pretty awesome, just making this space now feel like one cohesive unit. And this room, just to go over, is 300 square feet roughly. My old Nintendo space, yes, it was slightly bigger at 340 square feet, but I have no little hallway this time that I'm blocking anything. So for now, this is probably going to be the setup that I will use going forward. The 5 updates that I did to my collection, though, is I finished off the shelving you see along here. So there are 7 shelves that fit perfectly along that wall, right up until the edge, which is absolutely awesome. They're 30 inches long each. And then I also have an 8th shelf right there that matches, and then 2 other smaller shelves here that are 2 feet each. I decided to put the magazine stand on top there, so that was probably going to be for maybe my Zelda guides or any other guides that I have. I think I'm going to do that. So that's update number 1. Update number 2, a lot of you were talking about that oak table and oak chairs that I had and how it doesn't really fit the space, and I completely agree. It's a beautiful table, but I'm going to use it elsewhere in the house. So I swapped out the chairs for these red ottomans that I have that I bought from Target. I bought a few of them for $5 each, a few of them for $20 each. There's 4 of them, and they're Nintendo red, which is awesome with a black base. So the table I'm actually going to swap out. I already have a table, but that's for a whole different video, and it's a whole other project that I would like to do a video about, building that new table and painting that new table. I'm sure a few of you could guess what I'm going to do with it, which is pretty awesome. So that's going to be switched out, and these chairs being ottomans, basically, they're, number 1, they're actually really comfortable, and number 2, they have no back, so they don't really block a lot of the view, and they're a lot smaller because they can tuck into a table like this with a pedestal really, really well, which is the table that I bought as well that you will see eventually. Update number 3, I added a desktop computer to this room, which is so handy that when I actually shoot a video on this Nintendo table that I shoot all my videos on, I can then edit it right away on that desktop computer, which is so useful. And also because that desk is pretty big, I can probably fit a second monitor or another HDTV on it if we're actually doing a gaming marathon or anything like that. So that's so useful, it's a great thing to have in this space. Number 4, I added the Nintendo Power magazine shelf, this rack here that you see. It fits beautifully in that space, and I think that's where it's going to stay for now anyways. It's awesome that I actually made the sign, and it looks really cool, and it fits well there. When that's actually covered with magazines, it'll be very, very colorful and bright, and it fits so on that space. I did take off the door to this closet, but that means I need to do some paint work. I need to actually finish off the closet on the inside so you don't see concrete exposed. I'm probably going to take that fridge off the little stand that we have it on right now. That's actually a trolley. And I'm going to probably move it farther into the room and then build some shelving in there. So that's a lot of projects to get done before June, but hopefully I can get that done. But that Nintendo Power magazine shelf is number 4. And my 5th update is just some little items that I added to the room. You can see the main thing is like this area rug right here, which is actually a blanket. It has Goomba, Mario, Luigi, and a mushroom on it. And that cost me $10 when I was in the United States at Target because there was no tag on it, and they actually gave me a really good deal, which is pretty cool. It is a blanket that you could use, but I'm using it as an area rug because I wasn't really sure what to do with it, and it fits really well there, and it actually doesn't move around that much. And the other blanket that I added that I've had for maybe a month that I haven't shown anyone is this Mario Kart 7 blanket that I should probably just do a video about at some point and do a review of it because it is pretty awesome, and I bought that a little while ago, but it's so cool. So there's 5 updates for you about my Nintendo room. Update number 1, all of my shelving is in here, and it's fantastic. And actually, I have more shelving in this space than I did my old Nintendo room. Crazy, 4 extra feet of shelving. Number 2, the chairs and the table are being swapped out, so now it looks a lot better. Number 3, I have a desktop computer in here, of course. Number 4, I have the Nintendo Power magazine shelf. And number 5, I added 2 blankets just to touch up the collection a little bit more. All the furniture's in this space. It's looking pretty awesome. It's coming together. I will start probably installing shelves over this weekend and moving over the collection into this room. So stay tuned for more updates, and I really hope to get back to making other normal videos about Nintendo and do amiibo unboxings and reviews as well. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming.